What is going on there, guys? Kempy here. I am here today on FM23. It is finally release day, which means the Versus episodes are starting today. Now the editor is out, we can have all the fun we need. Today, we've trapped Endrick at Ebbsfleet in the Vanarama National League South and Moukoko at AFC Filed in the Vanarama National League North. If this is your first time stumbling onto my little YouTube channel, make sure to hit subscribe. These are going to come out twice a week, as well as a Wrexham save, which is starting today, also at 5 p.m, which will be every other day. The Versus days will be Tuesday and Thursday, Wrexham the other 5 days, and if you're lucky and you hit like targets, you could get double uploads as well. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, it helps me out massively. But let's get into it. What we've done is we've trapped Moukoko at AFC Filed. He is their key player already, just 17 years of age, and this man is wanted worldwide by some of the best clubs because he is unbelievable. At 17 years of age, he's got some of these stats: 16 finishing, 16 dribbling. He's quick. He's a decent height as well. His height is not on here because I've not got the I've got the work with the space skin, which sometimes doesn't show it for me. But he's a big boy. He's an absolute legend of Football Manager. Has been for the last couple of years, and this year I'm so excited to trap him at AFC Filed. The other man, well, it's only one person, isn't it? Is that man, Endrick. He has been trapped today at Ebbsfleet. He is also their key player, and he is just 16 years of age, 10 days ago. So we've got an absolute world star on our hands here. Again, look at some of these stats. He's a tiny bit worse than Moukoko, but he is a year younger. It will be so interesting to see how these guys develop on FM23, surrounded by players from the non-league. So I'm absolutely buzzing to get into this. I have done a 10-year sim. If you guys smash the like button, I will go through to 20 years, and that video will be out on Thursday. So make sure to smash the like button so I know you are interested to see how the careers of Endrick and Moukoko get on in non-league. Without further ado, let's have a look how their first year went and see if they are promoted. Right then, we are 1 year in. This is my first time looking at this as well. We're going to start off with Endrick at Ebbsfleet. It does not show where they finished in the league, but Endrick this season played 35 games, getting 19 goals and 7 assists with a 7.24 average rating, and you can see they've actually been promoted as well to the Vanarama National League. So Endrick has had a fantastic first season at 16 years of age in the non-league. How did they actually do in the league? Let's see if they actually won it, or if they, oh my god, I can't click, or if they got promoted via the playoffs. They actually won the league. That is unbelievable. Endrick carrying as a 16-year-old, 24 wins, 13 draws, 9 losses. That is fantastic. The man Endrick is a baller. He is worth absolutely nothing. 100k to 300k. People just knew how good this man was. Has he played any international games? He did not play any international games, as in under 21s. I'm not expecting this guy to be called up to the Brazil first team for quite a while. I wonder if we can try and play a compare to how he was at the start. Give me 2 seconds and I'll try and work that out. Right, what I've gone ahead and done is I have screenshotted the starting stats for Endrick. They are on the left hand side right over there. You can see against them matched up, there is not a lot of change. He has not developed much in the first year. I can notice his leadership's gone up +1. He only had 1. Obviously, he's basically a child. So that's not too surprising. His natural fitness has stayed the same. There was another one. There was his jumping reach has gone up 1, and his balance has gone up 1 as well. I'm going to go and do the exact same thing for Moukoko, and we'll see if Moukoko has also got promoted. Well, that didn't take me long at all. I can see AFC Filed are also in the Vanarama National League. How did they get on last year? Let's have a little look. I need to go to Vanarama National League North. They did not win it, which means they got one in playoffs. They come third. Did they beat Spennymoor in there? Let's have a little look at the playoff final. They beat Spennymoor 2-0 in a game. Did Moukoko score? That is still important. He did. He scored the second goal. Moukoko, the man for AFC Filed, did not actually have a great game, just getting a 6.9, but he's done enough to get them promoted. Let's have a look at his stats and see how he done last year. Let's go into the Vanarama National League and Filed. Still their key player. Now got a value of 3 to 9 million. So he has got a lot more recognition than Endrick has, which is quite interesting. He's a year older. Let's have a little look at his history. An average of 6.88, so not an unbelievable season for Moukoko. 10 goals, 1 assist, no player of the matches. So he didn't actually do half as well as that man Endrick. Let me get his stats up, see how much he has progressed. Let's have a look through all these then. He has not progressed much either. There's not a lot of progression in these two. Obviously, this is due to the facilities not being quite as good. His bravery's actually gone down to, which would suggest he did in fact get an injury. His leadership's not stayed at all. His off the ball's gone up 1. His work rate's not changed. His pace hasn't changed. He really has not developed at all, has Moukoko, which is quite interesting actually. I've just got up Endrick's stats there, but quite interesting how he hasn't developed, but he's got a much better value. Obviously, he's a slightly better player to start off with, but not having as good of a year is quite interesting. Did he get injured? He actually got a couple of injuries, quite injury prone then. He got 3 days of a tight Achilles, 2 weeks with a pulled calf muscle, 3 days of bruised ankle, 3 days of bruised shin, and a 3-month hip injury. Well, that is exactly why then Moukoko has not had such a good season for Fylde, but he still managed to get them promoted. Let's have a little look now. Season 2, did they survive or did they even carry them all the way into the football leagues? Right then, we are now into year 2. Let's have a look how Endrick got on. His value has gone up ever so slightly. How did he get on in season 2? Still a decent season actually. 45 games, 18 goals, 3 assists, 2 player of the matches, a 6.98. So a slight drop off for Endrick. Did he receive the injuries this year? Because he didn't play as many games. A bruised ankle for just 3 days, and another one back in 2023. So only 6 days out injured, which is quite interesting. Just under a 7 rating. Maybe he is hitting players that are now at a similar sort of level. Obviously, they can't deal with pace or his actual ability. He's gone up 1 in corners. He has, again, not really developed at all into season 2. He's gone up 1 off the ball. I'm not sure if that was from season 1, but the development is really not there for these lads. He's gone a little bit quicker in acceleration. Obviously his balance had gone up last time, his jump reach had gone up last time, but it's interesting to see they are not developing nearly as much. Obviously this is due to the facilities not being quite as good as what they're used to. Obviously he's used to being at a Brazilian top league club and he is unbelievable there. Did Ebbsfleet, however, stay in the National League? Let's have a little look. I believe they haven't. It's the Vanarama National League South, which means they got relegated coming in 23rd. Oh, that is absolutely gutting. Oh, he's not managed to stay. Let's have a little look. Past winners of Wrexham. No surprises there. 23rd, 43 points. They were 5 points off. Fylde obviously managed to stay and come 4th as well. So Moukoko has done much, much better. Let's have a look at him. How did he do this year? A fairly similar year, a lot more goals this season, a lot more player of the matches, but his average rating again is not superb. Much more games played for him. He obviously stayed injury-free this year. Yes, he did. He had that hip injury, but nothing since. Let's have a look at see if his stats have gone up at all. His crossing's gone up 1, his dribbling's gone up 1, slightly more development than his free kick taker's gone up 1, his heading's gone up 2. He's also getting a bit more physical then in this league. His pace has gone up to 17. His balance has gone up to 14. His jump reach has gone up. His pace is now 16. Stamina's 12. Strength 11. You've got to be strong down in these leagues. And the 5'10" man, Moukoko, is doing very, very well. And he's actually managed to carry Fylde all the way to 4th in the National League. It will be so interesting to see if he does keep them up. What we're going to do now is we're going to sim into Season 5 and see if they are still in the National Leagues, or if Moukoko has carried Fylde all the way into the Football Leagues. Right then, we have zoomed 5 years into the future. How have they developed, and how has Endrick done at Ebbsfleet? He's back in the Vanarama National League. We're actually in Season 6 here. I've gone a little bit too far, so ignore the top. He's actually having a decent season, though. Last year in the National League, he got 22 goals. He had 27 goals down in the Vanarama National League South. 20 the year before that. He had 2 years in the South, so didn't get promoted in the first year. Still worth the same, and he's just 21 years of age. 107 goals in 217 games is unbelievable. Has he had many injuries? Food poisoning, sprained ankle ligaments, a tight thigh. Not a lot really in the 5 years of football. He has done very, very well. Let's have a look at Ebbsfleet and see how they have done then. They're obviously sitting right now 23rd in the Vanarama National League. So Season 2, Wrexham won it. Season 3 was Bromley. Can we go to the south? Oh, we can. How did they do? They come back to... So that's the first season, second season, third season. they ended up finishing in 6th place. So they were in the playoffs but did not make it up. Into the 4th season then, they obviously won the league, 96 points, and that's when Endrick really coming to his own as a 19-year-old boy. And then in the season season 5 this is now, and that is last season, Ebbsfleet, how did they do? They come 15th, so they have done fairly well actually, sitting in mid-table, which is decent. As I said, Endrick has had a decent start to his career, just 21 years of age, and we are 5 years in. That is mental. We will be going 10 years, 15 years, and 20 years in part 2. If you guys do smash the like button and get me to sim all them years ahead. Let's have a little look then at the man Moukoko. I did have a little sneaky suspicion and did see they were in the playoffs, and they are now in Sky Bet League 2. Moukoko has done so well at Fylde. He has got them right up. He has not had a season vote over a 7, so maybe they're just slightly a better side. He's getting 17, 18, 17 goals a season, is doing so well. Has he stayed fairly injury-free? He has not. He has had a fair few injuries as Moukoko, all for a few weeks or a few days. Nothing major apart from that hip injury way back when. But Moukoko looks to have developed very, very well. Now 22 years of age, still worth between 3 and 8.4 million. Has he had any calls up in international football? He has not. They are not looking down in the Vanarama National League for him. And neither are Brazil for Endrick. Neither of them have had any international call-ups to the under-21, so they are just sitting in non-league, scoring so many goals. Like I said, if you guys do want to smash the like button, it will help me out massively. I'm feeling very ill today, which is not good, so the energy is a little bit lower. I'm going to try and get as many videos done today as I can before I pass out. But we're going to keep on the grind and smash the videos out. It is the worst day to be ill, so you guys supporting would help me so much. Keep liking the videos, subscribe to the channel for more versus videos, and the Wrexham save, which is starting today too. We'll get into that later on 5 PM. Make sure to subscribe, put the bell notifications on so you see them, and I will see you all guys next time.